So this is the trouble when you've got old cars. If you can hear me over the compressor here, we're down at Superbird Enhancements. Angelo is the managing director. He is the comptroller of accounts. He is the only employee they've got. As a matter of fact, he employs himself. So we've come down. The drum brakes have gone out of whack, so that when you come to the lights and you're not trying to beat a red light camera, and you stand on them, they pull viciously to the left. So Angelo now is about to check them out. But I just wanted to show you this. Well, we'll show you what he's doing. Can you believe, can you get a close-up of this? This is the front bumper bar and grille of a 1959 Cadillac. That chrome bumper bar and whole attachment would be worth more than a brand new cheap model European car. How they decided, look at you're coming in to get the, look at the work here, look at this work, and buttons and knobs, and look, that is solid. You wouldn't need a bull bar if you, seriously. So that is a 1959 Fleetwood Cadillac.
Fleetwood?
I think it's a Fleetwood.
Fleetwood Mac?
Or a, yeah, I knew you were going to say that, because it's word to say. Look, what about Big Mac, McDonald's? No, it's a Fleetwood, and now come round here. This is the master technician here at work. Get round there. These are drum brakes, so they didn't have disc brakes back in the day. Did they, Angelo?
No.
Or they just didn't put them on, or they didn't have them?
No, 1959. They were maybe an option, but I haven't seen
Discs,
one.
Yeah. Anyhow, tell us why the car pulls violently to the left, because the drums get out of whack, do they?
Yeah. So the shoes will, as they wear, the shoes will slowly wear down,
yeah.
and then what happens is there's too much travel
Too much bias.
Too much travel between the drum and the shoe. So when you actually put your foot on the brake, you've got to put it down, and one might wear a little bit more than the other from left to right.
Yeah.
So therefore, when it applies
So you're
more.
adjusting this now, are you?
Yep.
So
We're going to pull the drum off.
How long will it take before it goes out of adjustment again? Or is it
Normally between services. So normally 3,000 miles.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
so nothing else needs replacing. There's nothing faulty other than the drums just needed
Just
adjusting.
dusting. Yep. But we're going to get the drum off and have a look just to make
we're
sure.
going to have a look.
Yep.
All right. You'll be able to fabricate something that you say needs replacing, Angela, which will cost
for
the
sure.
national debt. That's what usually happens. No, he doesn't. This is Fleetwood and Fleetwood. Superbird Enhancements, and he's. So what we'll do is we'll button off. Did I show you the grill?
You did.
Couldn't you believe
It's a beautiful
the
grill.
That is just extraordinary. That grill is like that. We'll
Man
button
and
off.
his grill.
We'll come back and we'll show you. What the drums are, what Angelo's doing, and if you take very good note of it, maybe when they happen again, I'll be able to fix it and not come down here. Oh yeah, right. Thank you. Now, the master technician Angelo from Superbird Enhancements is now de-dusting with the nozzle. That's why the compressor was going, so we could generate air. That's possibly why the yeah. That's right. So
That's called de-dusting, is
that
it?
is, and Angelo loves breathing it in. He's just got his hooter right over the actual wheel. Mind you, we're standing back over 9 metres. There he is, look at him. Fair bit of dust in there. That's from you, pushing on the brake pedal too hard.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I drive this a lot more better than you.
A lot more better.
Yeah, much
and a
better.
lot more better English too. Now, we've just left Superbird Enhancements. Angelo's been tarting up the
Cadillac.
Cadillac. I was trying to think. It's a Fleetwood, is it? Fleetwood Mac. No, it's not Fleetwood Mac or a Brougham. And we went out to get some fuel just on the way back. And have a look at this. How about this for a number plate? Look at this. Look. Hey. What do you think the bloke who owns that, or the woman who owns that's trying to tell us?
They're homophobic.
Well, might be saying they're one of the few of those types left on the planet, the way things are going. Anyhow, what a number plate that is.
It's pretty
Well
good.
done, whoever's it is. I just thought we'd finish this off before Angelo decided we had trouble with the drum brakes, and he said they've gone out of whack. And then, just as we were leaving, he rolled under the car and he said, no, one of the cables has ruptured and it's leaking brake fluid, I think he said that, out of one of the fractured cords. And he said, these are specialist parts you'd have to get from the Caddy Daddy, who is in California. And I said, what, we've got to order a part from California just to make the brakes work? He said, yes. So I said, Angelo, when I bought the, it's a long-winded way of saying this, when I bought the Cadillac from a friend of mine in Adelaide, he gave me a whole host of parts, and I've never looked at them. In the 8 years I've had the car, I've never looked at them. Here they are, here, look. See, Caddy parts, there's chrome strips on there, there's gaskets, there's radios, there's tow bars, there's more over here. Look, these are all Caddy parts. There's all here air conditioners. And I pulled out a box and I said, Angelo described what it would look like, the spare part that we needed from the Caddy Daddy. And I pulled it out and I got him on, FaceTime. And I said, would that be the part? He said, that is exactly the part. I said, I've got one. He said, that's extraordinary. So we've got the part out of the spares here. The only thing we need to do is have the power steering unit attended to because it's leaking a little bit of fluid. And that saved me getting in touch with America and them sending over a part like that for $850. I've got it for nothing. So this will see the Cadillac back in operation. He said it'll last between services. What does that mean? So we think we've won Tats Lotto.
It's a winner.